Hey, everybody. It's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. And, yesterday I got a really funny comment in the video. It said, nobody cares if you're from Tokyo. And I thought, yeah, well, I guess the reason why I do that is because you're going to see, as in this video that I'm sharing with you, I often cover news that is happening here in Japan that doesn't get covered in the West. And you'll see today's story is just another one of those cases. And also, too, as a lot of you know who have followed me over the last couple of years, there is often a lot of lost in translation. I mean, we did have this latest one where everybody thought that the um, SBI CEO Yoshitaka Kitao was going to be the economic advisor to the new prime minister. That was a total lost in translation situation. But anyway, I'm going to move right into this story, which is really interesting. You don't want to miss Brad Kimes. He is going to be on an investors conference from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. on October 21st. You can register should you want to see this conference. He is, of course, the host of what he calls the show, which is the Digital Perspectives. And he's going to be in this Zoom conference call with the former Ripple employee, Miguel Villas. And I think their topic is metals, crypto, and fintech. I can't wait. I just really want to see this. So it is hosted by the company called Link2. I think a lot of you are familiar with this company. You hear a lot of people talking about it. They sell Ripple stock marketed as a pre-IPO financial product to accredited investors. And if you have been following them at all, the company has gone through a recent pivot, as posted in this media article, the end of September. According to Finovate, they do have 100,000 investors in their network and have these frequent online conferences. And so they were a software as a service company, but they have moved into what is called wealth tech. So I think their funding is quite interesting too. They received $1 million from Greg Kidd to explore strategic partnerships. And I think Greg Kidd rings a bell with a lot of you. He's a former Ripple employee, and now he serves as a strategic advisor, according to this Primary Markets Limited article, which is a company that Link2 acquired. And so I'm going to jump now all the way to this, which is real quick. Everyone in crypto seems to be jumping in to get a banking license. Today, Revolut, I guess, plan on getting a U.S. banking license. They're going to do so with the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco, and that charter will be then in California. And the reason why I say it appears that they are is because CNBC reported this, but when they asked for a comment, Revolut did not give a comment. So I'm not sure if the person who reported it on CNBC is really in the know or not. But one thing I can tell you is that Revolut just received or raised $500 million. That's a huge raise. And now they are valued at a little bit over $5 billion. Yeah, they're really making some big moves. And in Japan, this is the article that I wanted to tell you about. There's a huge push to make blockchain a national strategy. So the person that you see right here is Mr. Yuzo Kano. He's the president of the Japan Blockchain Association, and he's working towards setting up a special zone, kind of like Level 39. If you're familiar with that, they are in England. It's kind of like an incubator hub. They do a lot of regulatory sandbox projects. Singapore has a big one as well. So he is there meeting with the new prime minister's digital guy. This is Minister Hirai, and he is in charge of this digital transformation here in Japan. So Mr. Yuzo Kan wrote this very long article on his strategy. And also, along with that strategy, this is his banner. It's encouraging everyone to use it and to share it. And it is blockchain o koka senraku ni, which means blockchain as a national strategy. I like the brush style of font that he used. And you know, Japan really owes a lot of thanks to Roger Ver, because Roger Ver was really early in crypto adoption, and because he lived in Tokyo, he really got this country going. And he did it with lots of meetups, which are still meeting today. They have a membership of about 1,704 members, according to the meetup list of members. And Akane, she is someone who's been really leading the meetups often since March. She has been doing a monthly announcement, and this Wednesday they're going to be in Ebisu, which is about 10 minutes from my house by train. It's one of the small bars that are often filled with foreigners. It's pretty much it's pretty much an expat bar. Anyway, that is where they are going to meet on Wednesday night. And there is big news today with Coinfield and Towa Labs. Coinfield, I think you recognize, they are behind that Sologenic product. And Towa Labs is a project that Spring invested in. Now, Spring is called Ripple X now, but when Spring was Spring, they invested in Towa Labs, and they have launched a PayMe Plus to send and receive payments globally. And that happened today in a Ubri Connect online event. And they're going to use the Pay ID. And when it was demoed, it looked pretty easy. I think it's pretty cool that Pay ID is getting some traction. And also, I think I was just going to play you this short portion of their promotional video here.
Every day, millions of people send payments globally. PayMe Plus makes receiving payments as easy as sending and receiving email. No way. Yes way, Brent. Imagine a world with no more confusing wallet addresses. Now you can send crypto using a simple, easy to remember address. How does PayMe Plus work, Brent? I'll show you. But first, let's hear from one of the founding team members of PayMe Plus.
It's a good video. I'll put a link to it in the description below. I'm really happy to see that there is some adoption of this Pay ID. And then today also there was the Financial Stability Board that published their cross-border payments roadmap. So much news today. Yeah, I don't know. They're doing all the things they need to do, like making it faster and cheaper, right? I can see that in one sentence. But they put together a 36-page plan, and it takes the plan all the way out to 2025, Q4 of 2025. Talk about slow. I'm not impressed. And here is an article that just came out just a couple of days ago. This is Linda Ong, and she is the Human Resource Business Partner for the Asia Pacific region with Ripple. Yeah, the APAC region with Ripple. And she explains how Ripple works with a single objective in mind, and that's ensuring inclusiveness and seamless processes across all regions. I'm sure it's difficult. I mean, I think there's nine locations around the world, offices, and especially in this remote time when you onboard new employees, it's got to be a little tough, I think. I would think so. But she talks how Ripple, in their seamless process that they have, they embrace innovation and they are comfortable with change. Ripple is going through rapid expansion in Singapore, as the author comments. And also, we heard that similar description of scaling rapidly from Linda, and that the challenge is maintaining the company culture. And I'm sure it is, because a lot of people who are hired, they never step into an office. So how do you keep that culture going through the rapid expansion and this scaling? Well, she talks about how they have Legos, and Legos is the mantra that is used for Ripple, and it stands for live it, enjoy it, go for it, get it done, own it, and say it. And so I think everybody is doing their best to keep that culture intact, even in these really strange times. And talking about Singapore, there is a new position posted 4 days ago that they are looking for a senior policy manager, a person to engage with governments and policymakers, an advocate for regulation that promotes responsible innovation in the digital assets and cross-border payment space. So I don't know how long it'll take them to fill that, but I found that when they do fill those, if you use the LinkedIn page, it'll show when that position is no longer available. Or actually, you can use the Ripple website too, and I'm sure that it then just disappears off the jobs that are posted. All right, everybody, let's jump to some fluff. Oh, before that, we have the Ripple Swell event happening in 18 hours and 43 minutes. Yeah, I'm really happy that it starts in the late afternoon for me. That's really convenient timing. All right, so this world, as we are creating a new norm, is getting just weirder and weirder. And this is an amusement park in Tokyo. I think it's called Yomiuri Land. Yeah, and it is slow, and they're trying to reinvent themselves. And so you can actually rent a Ferris wheel room, a compartment on a Ferris wheel by the hour, if you want to have a little bit of a change up for your virtual office. Maybe you need to get out of the house and into some quiet space with a good view. You can do it for like $19 per hour. Interesting, huh? And Pringles in Japan seems to be following the same Kit Kat marketing success with these limited edition and rare flavors that are available only in Japan. I mean, listen to some of these flavors. New York cheeseburger, eggs Benedict, fried chicken, French salad, smoky potato salad, pizza toast, and clam chowder. It's just crazy. And there is a new selection that is sold only in these special vending machines. This just started a few days ago. The company scattered 1,000 of them throughout the city, but didn't tell anybody, and it's not published, where those locations are. So it's really a clever marketing campaign, because when a machine is discovered, of course, everybody shares it on social media. And the flavor that everybody is trying to get their hands on is this ramen flavor. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.